back to the arena where Coddle, Guy and Lacoste are ready to bring you game number 2.
Thank you so much, Paul. All right, Lacoste, so panel a bit split down the middle, a very contemporary draft as they'd mentioned, and I would agree. What do you think? Who do you got in this one?
I'd say EG, because I'm afraid that the LGD doesn't have anything to start a fight with. Like, you can put the tracks on, but who's gonna start a fight? Shadow Shaman doesn't get his Blink Dagger early on. You're relying on, I guess, Pit Lord or a Rocket to start a fight. On the other side, you have EG, who's pretty mobile. You have Night Stalker running in, pretty beefy. You have Dragonite as a frontliner, Batrider with his Blink Dagger. Pretty easy ganks to set up.
What about the laning phase here? I mean, you look at EG's lineup, it looks like it could take a little bit of time before it does come online. I guess you could almost say the same about LGD, though. Do you think at least LGD may have a laning advantage in this one?
Well, Bounty is going to put a lot of pressure on the lanes. That's what he does. Chalice is going to be against Dark Willow Luna, which is not that good of a lane for Chalice. He's going to need to have some kind of a support early on so he can survive the lane, at least first couple of levels. Again, deep ward on the mid lane. I mean, they can kill the chicken, but it barely happens. Most experienced players don't use the chicken unless they see the bounty.
Yeah. Everyone does like a roll call. Yeah. Is everyone accounted for? Oh, bounty's missing. All right, well, I'm not even going to touch the courier yet.
Exactly.
Well, here we go. Off to the races here. DKOD in your mid lane. Top bit frantic here. It looks like Chalice actually now residing in that safe lane, and they're already swinging here. Look at this. Bramble May is going to be committed, and Arteezy eats a lot of damage. Is already going to be starting to have to chew through some of that spinach to heal on up.
Already used the Flask and the one Tango, so he doesn't have that much regen left.
Bottom lane, Sumail going to be eating a rocket here, stunned up quite a bit. Turns around, and well, looks like they're going to be fending things off a bit for now.
Yeah, they don't see anyone on the bottom lane. No sentry wards for Bounty. Bounty even has one sentry of his own, so Bounty is going to have a good time on the bottom lane. Mid so far, pretty even. OD decided to go for Astral build. Bottom lane.
A bit of a dive on through here, but looks like they're going to get the turnaround, and Nova could be your first blood for EG, and that is the case. Sumail going to be able to pick that one up.
He can't afford to be that aggressive when he just hit him from a Shadow Walk, and the other one was on cooldown. So yeah, big mistake there from Bounty. That's just a lot of gold in pockets of Sumail.
Good start for the guy. Nova, though, able to snag up that haste rune right in front of Sumail, and he's going to try to poke at him a bit. Sumail going to be forced to dish out some stickies here. Nova grabs the bounty rune also right in front of him. Looks to avoid it. In the meantime, we see FY committing in with the shackles, locking down Misery. Rocket Barrage being mitigated through the creeps a bit, but not enough. A right click will be there, and FY picks that one up. Game now even, 1-1.
Yeah, so that leaves Underlord in 1 versus 1 situation on top. They're gonna put the crown on him, but the damage from the Firestorm means that they can't really get on top of him.
Oh, Crit's eating a lot of the damage, but he's looking to go in for it. One more right click, there it is. Chalice drops, Arteezy picks that one up, and getting some serious bloodshed as we start this one out. We're not done yet. Bottom lane, Sumail could be next. One more right click could secure it, and there it is. A Shuriken toss from left field.
Most of the bounties don't skill Shuriken on level 2, especially now since the mana cost increased from 120 to 150. That's a lot of mana on that level 1 toss.
Back we go here. Heavy aggressive, especially towards this bottom lane. Bounty Hunter looking to put in the work. There's the shackles, quick cancel. Comes in for Misery, but the rocket follow-up and the rocket barrage is going to be all too much for Super to handle. Get it on the board.
So they should play passive until then. That was 2 huge kills for LGD.
Laning advantage seems to be pretty nice for him right now. You see Chalice jungle farming away here, not looking to really be a part of the laning experience for now. So that proves to be pretty fruitful for someone like Arteezy over here to be able to go to work on that Luna. Crit will remain the bodyguard for now, but may have the freedom to roam about if necessary. Meanwhile, mid lane, your OD DK matchup, Fear against Somnus. Fear at 14-5, Somnus 18-7, and will be able to pick up an Arcane Rune for his troubles.
Yeah, bottom lane with the first nighttime, they have a good kill potential. The problem is that Batrider is only level 2.
Just trying to get some supplemental XP by taking out this side camp a bit. We'll get him finally up to level 3. We'll have to see if there is going to be a quota met for this first Nightfall. Positioning from LGD right now is lane's pretty forward.
Yeah, I love the build on OD. 1 point in Astral just to have that save if Night Stalker decides to dive you. Also helps him last it a little bit in the laning stage. 3 points in Essence Aura and Arcane Orb just to annoy draft now.
Of 4 positions now, Misery and across each other's path in the river here. And heads to plants down a entry ward just off to the side, and then you can freely plant this ward in the middle, earning them a little bit of a high ground vision. They do want to go for a pursuit.
Yep, Chalice for swap the lanes at 1 point. Not yet though.
Misery running all the get that Chalice steps away from the jungle to the top lane. Open arms from the boys in blue. Yeah, and he will be put down.
Shadow Shaman needed to cancel his TP because they would just dive him. The siege creep, so you expect the support to rotate at that timing. They want to keep this siege creep alive, but good defensive glyph coming out from LGD just to kill that siege creep on a top lane.
We see Sumail, he's been farming up through this jungle camp on Nova, leeching that XP. Maybe even go to eyeball some last. Leaves a free lane for Ame to work with though on that gyrocopter in the bottom. And we're also seeing movement from FY appearing now in the mid lane. Possibly going to be looking for a setup with the shackles. They have that extra vision. Nova right there next to Fear. There's the first strike. Now they dish out the right clicks. FY steps in, gets the shackles. No rotations here from EG, and they're going to get the finish. The Ether Shock will claim it. But in the meantime, another takedown onto Chalice in the top. RTC grabs in. Chalice is like, okay,
all right.
back to the jungle. Okay.
This is the third time that he's going down. This is what most Underlords are feared of. If they have 2 heroes who are good against you and they rotate the third one, your early game is just going to be miserable.
Chalice makes his prompt return to the top lane, fires storming away, keeping the pressure off if possible. Doing a pretty good job. Tower only quarter of its life taken down. We see bottom though. Commitments on in. Sumail takes flight, but quick gets tackled up. Here shows his back. Gets the Dragon Tail off, but Ame moves in with the call down and to go to work, and Fear gonna get dropped now. Back-to-back takedowns onto Fear.
They might even get some ale.
Misery has to step in, hits him with the Void, and the right clicks. They look to step away from the heavy rocket barrage here. Nova, they're in assistance. They turn around with the dust, and they should be able to get the finish onto the little bounty hunter.
Oh, Shadow Shaman in a lot of problems.
Oh no, I'm all stickied up. Is FY going to be able to make it away? Oh, he pops his wand. He now has enough for shackles. They could turn it on to Sumail. He eats the rocket barrage, trying to hide within the trees. The rocket will find connection, but a crit. Dark Willow now shows up, drops down the Bramble Maze. Ame looks to make the TP out, and he's going to be able to make it away. Not so lucky. Arteezy shows up, dishes out the Eclipse. Everybody getting in on this bottom lane action right now, including Somnus trying to turn around. But he will ultimately get dropped. A double kill for Arteezy's rotation.
They stayed for way too long. All the EG heroes were respawning. They were diving between tier 1 and the tier 2 tower for more than a minute, which opens up the map for them. Nova is getting some XP on that bounty. On a mid lane, also a lot of pressure is left out from Underlord on the top lane. He has enough gold to buy mana boots, so he can easily farm the jungle as well now.
Very thankful, I'm sure Chalice is, for all that attention towards the bottom lane, so he can get himself back into shape here.
Yeah, it always feels good when your teammate dies, so you can get the XP. I'm sorry that you died.
It's like, I'm sorry, but listen, it's been a hard knock life here for an Underlord. And as mentioned, picks up those arcane boots. She'll have plenty more sustain to work with through the laning phase. Spear though, double takedowns onto him, sets him back a little bit. But he'll get right back into the swing of things. Nova stalking out for the courier, slashes it down. Nice grab for Nova there.
It's always a threat when you play against the bounty hunter. That's the first one. If he gets 2-3 couriers, that gold just stacks up. What is Fear sitting at? 32 CS. I feel like Dragon Knight must have magic because he has so much mana problems. With the Soul Ring, he has some mana, but you're also playing the Arcane Orb from OD, so you can't use the spells, and it gives you tankiness in a team fight.
Dust to pop. Misery trying to go on a bounty hunter hunt, but Nova's a little far away. They're not going to look to go for pursuit on that front. Meanwhile, we see Ame committing the call down, farming up a nice juicy stack. And Ame queued up the Agnum Scepter first and foremost. We've seen Ag's Maelstrom picked up a couple of times.
Yeah, most of the time it's picked up as a response to Illusion Heroes, Terror Blades, Phantom Lancers, but it gives you tankiness instead of going for drums. Plus, when you're disabled, you can deal damage as well.
Yeah,
that's the great thing about it. I love the boards coming up from X-Nova.
Here we go, move from EG. First Nightfall committed, but look at the turnaround from FY. Just drops the wards right on top of their heads. He's looking to go in all the way, even if it costs his life, and it will. And EG will farm through the remainder of these wards, and they're not done yet. No, Nova gets that finish onto Misery. Could look to surround Somnus here. Astrals himself, but on his return, he's welcomed with a Dragon Tail and a Breath of Fire. It's Crit who gets the last hit, though, and it's a 2-1 trade in favor of EG.
Yeah, both supports inside of EG are high level, level 6 and level 7.5 on Dark Willow. Meanwhile, Bounty Hunter is still level 5. So they can't be aggressive right now. This is the timing that they want to be aggressive. Use this Gyro, who's really farmed, and I mean, OD needs more time to come online.
Yeah, Bounty Hunter, lots of mileage across the map means he's not getting enough time to really bring in the XP for himself to get to that track. And Sumail is trying to farm his way towards his Blink Dagger. It's going to be a little off the ideal timing, as he only has a 1k reserve towards it. Bounty Runes will help, but he's going to certainly need more nourishment before he gets that initiation.
Yeah, those two deep wards, since Luna was on top most of the time, they placed it so they have a vision when she's farming the jungle, so they can be aggressive. But the problem is, okay, so Bounty is now level 6 and a half. I think the Rasta actually gave him tone.
Yeah, must have for sure. He's stalking things out. Meanwhile, top lane, Eclipse, but the Underlord able to escape thanks to the Dark Rift. Waiting to return to the bottom lane. Nice dodge there. And LGD may just segue this into a bit of a push. 6 seconds, they have the wards if they so choose to drop them. And no one from EG here to defend. This might just be a free tier 2. No wards necessary.
Yeah, so they're gonna threaten the tier 1 tower on mid with the dragon form and also top lane, but I still think LGD can take a fight. They know that Luna has no ulti.
Yep.
They should be able to defend at least one of those towers.
I think they pinged for the top one, but I do see Underlord already rotating in towards this mid lane. EG don't even risk it. Already headed the other direction, but Nova, another grab for him. Nova always seems to have a really stellar early game. Here shows it again. Nicely played by them. No fight return yet from LGD, but looks like they will instead go for a push onto the mid lane. They commit in with the wards. Sumail takes to the skies here. They spot out little Bounty Hunter. He runs out the other direction. They bump him right back in and start to toast him on up. Crit gets that one as well. Little Dark Willow has a killing spree now. LGD get their finish on that tier 1. Backpedal and go right for a smoke. On to the next objective. Misery just out in front of him.
He has no rocket, Luna. Oh. He's gonna be fine. Okay, then Misery shows up.
Oh, they found Ame. They bump him back. He's trying to get a hold of the creeps, but they will not get the chance.
Now Luna is sitting on 100 CS, 7,000 net worth with Mask of Madness and more than 2,000 gold.
Looks like they got Sumail. Oh man, Sumail had been saving up to try to get a hold of this Blink Dagger, but he's gonna have to wait a little bit longer. Somnus gets that last hit, and he is pretty much got his 4-staff complete, looks like.
Yeah, most of the OD players go for level 1 or level 2 points in Orb, then max out Astral. So they have this low cooldown save for the team. Also, interesting choice, 250 HP instead of attack speed. I mean, most of the time you want to go for the attack speed because your old Orb just the insane amount of the damage and you steal more int.
But favoring tankability here, you're going against Eclipse, maybe you might be the lasso target. Whatever the case may be, he wants to have the extra bit of durability, it would appear. And here comes EG on the move, smoked up through this mid lane, Eclipse up and at the ready. Misery leading out the charge with the benefit of the nighttime. They begin
they just ping them. DAC.
Whew. LGD quickly head out the other direction. And it looks like EG may come up a bit short on finding their prey. Instead, we'll have to settle with a tier 1 finish on the mid lane. Good moves and awareness from LGD.
And that's a full Aghanim completed on Gyro. Every time they have Shadow Shaman wards, they should just pressure the tower. Shadow Shaman is actually really farmed. He has Ether Lance completed 15 minutes in.
And like you said, ward's now committed to the top lane, and it looks like a tier 1 is going to get in the pocket of LGD, but EG, they're not done in this mid lane. They're looking to commit in hard. Chalice shows up, drops everything he's got, but it's not going to be enough to get the save with Somnus. They follow it up with a lasso play on the Chalice himself. He pops the one to barely try to survive. He's barely holding on. They'll finally bring him down, but it costs EG 2.
That's a buyback from OD.
Is he going to at least get something for it? Oh, he has to move it. He can't get in. He can't get in.
He's too big.
Misery. TP's away. No Astral will be there. And a buyback is going to be spent.
I'm not sure how much gold he lost there, but if he continues to farm, you don't lose percentage of the gold anymore. But his next that will be a long respawn time.
For sure.
The way this fight started is OD got caught, used the 4-staff badly, then put himself in a bad position with Astral, which gave Dark Willow enough time to use Terrorize.
Looks like they have smoked right under the ward.
I was meant to have this.
EG are going to hurdle themselves around and actually go for a smoke themselves. Maybe looking to get the catch onto LGD, if possible. Nova's nearby, plants the sentry. Oops, smokes pop, but they don't have a dust. Not yet, at least. It looks like they actually get the vision now. Moving on in. Nova's finished. Probably not the best target you're hoping for with this big smoke movement. Nova will tank the gank.
And they're gonna need that pipe on Underlord for the next team fight. Misery just popped the Knight. After it's finished, there's still gonna be two minutes of a daytime. So that's when LGD should be active. Try to go for towers. Tier 2 tower on mid, tier 2 tower on top lane.
There we go, top lane. Dragon form committed from Fear. Him and Arteezy begin to chop away at this tier 2. Initial rotations from LGD. FY and company. EG will take their leave, happy to just kind of manipulate the movement of LGD if possible, forcing them towards that top lane and into the vision that EG have planted. So now they kind of have the intel to see where it's safe to farm and where you have to look out. D-wards already though, coming in. And now a Dark Rift. This party is going to the bottom. Yoop.
Yeah, that didn't do anything.
But I think, yeah. I thought they had wards or something to at least plant down here. It doesn't look like it.
So they're gonna have a hard time dealing with Luna's BKB. 900 gold away. doesn't have any right-click damage besides some from the gyro, and that's it. Unless they go on Luna first with, let's say, Hex somehow, they won't be able to kill Luna in the fights.
Sumail also able to get a hold of that Blink Dagger. Probably felt a lot longer than he'd hoped, but now they have that extra bit of initiation available here. LGD still kind of residing around this bottom lane a bit, not popping a smoke, just putting in that buddy-buddy system, if you will.
Now, I love the build on Underlord. He maxed Bit of Malice instead of a Trophy Aura because he feels that they need to keep them in place. They lack control in the team fights, and this Aura will not do too much.
Oh yeah, I mean, holding him in for that flat cannon, for that call down. I mean, under the wards, let's say. LGD's team fight is pretty potent. I imagine they want to get the most out of it. Pressure again from this top lane, but simultaneous pressure. Wards dropped actually in the bottom lane. That's going to be money in the pocket.
He dropped the wards. He's not even attacking the tier 3 tower. He's just attacking Dragon Knight.
Okay, well, that's just some casual money tossed the other direction. Meanwhile, Crit, Shadow Realm, TP out. A little awkward there for LGD, but I guess EG will rotate themselves over to kind of handle it. And Crit, yeah, he's got some good farm, man. Pick up the Veil. Smoke.
So most of the time, we see position 4s actually being position 5s. Misery just wanted to get the Urn of Shadow, so he has an item. But then you see a Dark Willow who is pretty farmed, so she is position 4.
Oh, they spot Chalice on the high ground. He pops the pipe. Sumail looking to see if he can find a supple target to maybe get the lasso grab, but nothing there. And they'll just go on the back foot for now.
Gyro has his own BKB, but they will need to take the fights. As this game drags, this Luna will become more scary, and Dragon Knight is also building towards his BKB, and they got nothing to pierce it with.
All right, initial tracks to come out here. As Nova spots out EG across the river. Looks like some possible tension around the Roche pit. Neither team really kind of taking the lead, or taking the leap rather, to get this fight started. Ame grabs an Arcane Rune for his troubles. Might entice him to get something going. TZ tagged up with yet another track. But they'll avoid each other. So is it kind of similar to what we saw in the previous game, Lacoste, where EG are just now playing with the clock while Arteezy continues to swell up a bit, and the onus is more on LGD to try to make fights happen, or?
Yeah, I think EG's lineup is more scary in the late game, so they're really not in any kind of a rush. Luna has a free farm, didn't die yet. BKB is ready, sitting on 1.5k gold. Also, they want to get Dragon Knight that BKB before they engage the next fight.
Saw Sumail grab up DD Rune right in front of Chalice there. Overall, EG just back on the grind here. For both teams, they continue to swell up. Your net worth being handed off now between both Luna and Ame's Gyrocopter. Arteezy, a pretty nice job farming himself back to the top. We have a smoke. EG rotating towards Arteezy's direction. LGD looking to do a bit of the same. They could be caught in a bit of a flank here. There's the Knight. Oh, the smoke is popped, but it's quickly diffusing. Oh, LGD have no idea what may be happening here. It's all coming their direction. Pipe has been popped. There goes a Knight's root from Chalice, but the Eclipse begins to fly on out. FY could be next. He's able to get the wards down right on top of Arteezy, and he tries to head the other direction, but Ame begins to go on a tear. He takes out 2, just like that.
That was a 3-man Pit of Malice with the Firestorm. Also, nice play from Shadow Shaman. He knew that Batrider was there, so he was baiting his blink with really quick fingers. So he blinked out, and Sumail was caught out of position. Couldn't even use the ulti there. That's a huge amount of gold for Ame. 1,000 gold.
Boy, that puts him right back on top. And the early pipe pop as well really made the damage not feel too impressive from EG. Blink in, set up potentially here. Hex on to the catch-up crit. On the other side, they're going to be able to just take out Sumail. And there's going to be the kill onto Ame. Nice grab. It's crit on the little Dark Willow who's able to get it done. And they score another. Oh, FY, greedy to move in, trying to go for the finish. They want the track money. Oh, it's the shrine just in time. And this one will cost Somnus his life. Oh, and right back the other way will cost it's EG who now wipe out 4.
They had a good vision there, but then we go back to Dark Willow and the balance, man. He just goes and quickly kills Gyro. Gyro didn't have a BKB ready there, so he should have pinged the damage output from Dark Willow. Probably more than 1,000.
Dark Willow, my finest creation, says the frog. Putting in the work, and now they're going to be able to make it a +1 takedown onto the Roche. They'll score the extra life. No surprise to see it go into the pocket of Arteezy here. Back and forth we go. This one in net worth square even. Now a replay. Initial jump in onto crit. I got to see crit and Ame. Look at this. Look at that.
Yeah, that damage.
What is that? What is that?
Insane amount of damage.
Holy moly. That is the top net worth character getting obliterated by the butterfly. And then Somnus desperate to move in and go for the finish. The track money's there. Yeah. Sumail's like, thanks for bailing me out, brother.
Somnus will need to step up. He's getting caught out of position way too many times this game. Needs that BKB as well. He went for a Blink Dagger that's a really aggressive build on him, but he's gonna need a BKB. Everything they have pretty much is magical. A crit is so farmed. Veil plus Yule Scepter, level 15. 90 GPM talent will get him more items.
That's what everyone's thinking right now. Ooh. LGD though not looking to let this one slip away. Begin to work through those early BKBs, but like you mentioned, Ame's going to need some additional backup here. But you can almost say the same for EG. I mean, it's nice that Crit has this kind of unreal power behind his Dark Willow, but Fear is also trailed a bit behind from like where Arteezy currently stands.
Yeah, he's far away, but keeping up with the OD, which is good. Like both of the cores, just you have Luna and Gyro who have pretty much the same farm, and then OD with the Dragon Knight. So pretty even game so far. Less than 1k gold lead for LGD.
Yeah, super close.
Yeah, now with the butterfly finished on Luna, they have nothing to pierce evasion with.
Oh, a gem now picked up and in the hands of Misery here. They draw out the line through the bottom lane. In about 1 more minute, they'll have nighttime. Looks like they want to try to make some action happen within that window of time. Goes the night call from Misery to really extend it. LGD are not heading towards the southern front whatsoever. They're going to take their full business all the way towards the top. You know, and ever since that awkward ward drop in the bottom lane, we haven't seen LGD be able to kind of use the wards in pushing more towers.
Yeah, the tier 3 siege with the Shadow Shaman wards was really weird.
And there's still 2 tier 2s out there if they want to go for it.
Yeah, well, EGs are the ones who are keep putting the pressure on LGD. Luna with the butterfly and Aegis plus 9-second BKB. They could easily go for tier 3.
They're pushing much faster.
Yeah, the problem with the Luna is once tier 3 is down, like the Raxes are exposed and all the bounces start to happen.
Dark Rift pulls OD back inside the base. EG draw out their cross towards the bottom lane where the final tier 2 stands.
They might even continue. They have a 10-second BKB on Dragon Knight. His level 16 only. It would help if he was level 18, just kite around the gyro because he doesn't have the move speed talent yet.
Sumail was in a high ground position to scout out if anybody wanted to lasso in. Nova's positioning is stalking out Fear on the way out. We're gonna go for a TP. Find it canceled. So EG just score a couple of towers there. some extra bit of money and some new deep wards to give them the extra bit of insight on what LGD's next game plan could be.
And they're gonna need the BKB on OD, and he just got the money. They're probably gonna take a fight when the Aegis is down.
A fight could be coming their way here. EG on the outskirts of their positioning right now. Crit so close. No commitments yet. They would be doing this, of course, without fear. Dragon form. 20 seconds. So it looks like EG are just continuing to kind of have the lay of the land here. LGD are forced to have a defensive posture indoors and fully together here. Are they trying to go for a smoke play? There's one in the backpack here of FY, but first they're gonna relieve some of this pressure, it would appear.
They have a good base defense with an Underlord, so EG can't really commit. Underlord picked up a Crimson Guard as well, which now works on buildings and will mitigate a lot of the damage from Luna's bounces. Aegis region on Luna, getting close to that Satanic. No Spirit Vessel whatsoever on the side of LGD.
Yeah.
Because Bounty is playing that position 5 role, so he only has Urn, and Shadow Shaman is the one who is getting the items.
If they can go out there and get some track kills now with this smoke movement, that would help build the way towards the Spirit Vessel. Ame leads out the charge. Illusion Rune right there. He wants to grab it. He grabs it right in front of Arteezy and gets a rocket off real quick. EG frantic to step back and make it to the high ground, but LGD might want to pursue this rocket stun if possible. There it is. LGD continue their movement. Sumail, is he going to try to kidnap somebody on the way out? Like he has the vision to go for the grab.
Yeah, Bounty can't really stay close, can't provide that much info for his team because Misery has Gem.
Misery's coming to join his team with a smoke right now, so it looks like just after LGD, not able to get a find. LGD grab their own bit of the purple stuff. Pop it, and head right into LGD's neck of the woods. Illusion are privy to. And they cut straight towards the top lane. Arteezy pressuring through that mid lane, and like you said, Chalice's high ground defense.
Now he already popped the Crimson.
2 siege units already going to be taken down as well. This is going to be a tough defensive barrier to crack for EG. They may need to just hope for a strong fight outside the base first before they can really get some siege damage done.
EG is doing a good job. They pressured LGD, so LGD is stuck in a base. That's not what you want to do with Bounty. And most of the farm goes to Underlord because he's the one who's defending the creep wave, getting all the gold. So it means that OD and Gyro are not getting that much out of this.
Like Crit picks up a tome and might have just handed it off. He backpedal a bit. LGD now feel a bit more comfortable stepping outside the base, but that's when the nightfall comes. LGD quickly pull back the other direction. In fact, Chalice says, "Get on my back. We're out of here." Right back inside. It's too scary out there.
Yeah, the next Roche may respawn in 20 seconds. LGD will need to take a fight there. If they want to get back into this game, they need to take the Roche fight. Otherwise, they're definitely losing the game. Once Luna has BKB and Aegis plus Satanic, they won't be able to take her down.
I don't know if they're just banking on a repeat of what we saw in the previous game, forcing EG to try to go for fights and maybe possibly committing into a bit of a misplay, and then LGD could look to take advantage of that, pull the game right back. But right now, LGD are just continuing to be on the defensive. EG will take the most of the farm on the map right now, pulling out the biggest net worth advantage, I believe, of the game so far, 4K. Well, as things continue here, EG swell up. We look to LGD to see what it's going to take for them to be able to finally take a favorable fight.
Crit is higher level than Fear. He's level 18, same level as OD.
Dark will of things, brother. Roche is up now, so waiting on their high ground. Oh, moving from Crit. Gets the Yules. It's Chalice, though. He's a big boy.
He's so slow. He has the Firestorm damage talent. Moving only 340.
Too fat. You don't want to have to spend so much to try to go for the big guy. Chalice knows that, so he can be that frontliner. So touch and go. So much respect for both these teams right now. You can tell.
Yeah, Gyro will easily kite around EG's lineup. Has that move speed talent, and with the track as well, he's gonna be pretty much hasted in the team fights. I mean, it's easy for LGD's lineup to take a fight in the Roche pit with a bit of malice and Gyro's cooldown.
All right, there's a Knight. Nova right in there, but they have the gem. They see him, and he'll just tank the gank.
Yeah, he has a buyback.
It's something, but it's something small. Lowest net worth in the game. Not really going to be a big handout for EG or any reason to really allow them to push on forward, but they are eyeballing this Roche a bit, or maybe they're baiting that they're doing the Roche.
Yeah, they're baiting.
Looks like it. LGD are heading that direction.
Yes.
Buyback. So EG know, and they just pull off. Happy to force LGD to spend the extra bit of money.
Oh, they popped Pipe and Crimson.
They're convinced EG are in there doing this. And now they're like, maybe we'll just do it. But EG are there, and they have a Bat Rider.
It's a daytime with the Firestorm damage and Rasta Ward.
The wards, the movement, the terrorize.
Nice
Here we go. An immediate Hexo from FY. A clutch play to get the potential grab on RTZ. But if he gets out of this, he may be able to pop the BKB and pop the Satanic. And he begins to go to work. Chopping in and down. Finishes off Chalice first. Ame, though, dishing out his own wealth of damage. EG wounded a bit, will have to backpedal. And here comes the return fire. Fear on the back pedal, frantic to make it out. Crit tries to do the same. No serious death yet. FY turns around with a shackle, gets the follow-up Hex onto Arteezy. Sumail dealing with Nova on the back lines. The Astral set up there as they look for the grab on Arteezy. Man, FY has his number. Continues to lock him down.
Oh, that's a gem. This is really huge. Does Luna have a buyback? She doesn't have a buyback.
Uh-oh. Nearly 70 seconds. No buyback for Luna.
Oh, those quick fingers again from FY.
This man.
Those hexes.
The Prince forcing Arteezy to take a knee. And here they come.
What about both knees?
Get the hell out of here. LGD pushing it on forward. Are we going to be seeing EG the first team to get 2-0 right out of this? From the Western Front, well, I guess Secret yesterday. But to the low bracket, they could go. If LGD continue to have their way, jumping from Fear. There's the Dragon Tail. Ame, though, BK beat up, brings the call down, brings the damage with the Rocket Barrage, and begins to right-click Fear down. Fear does have a buyback. But still, 20 seconds without Luna. And LGD in firm control. They're swinging things right back around.
LGD is afraid of getting in bad positions, so Fear buys back.
Oh, they're gonna get crit. Another setup from FY. And the Raxes are done.
They want to make something happen.
2 buybacks. 1 more second for Arteezy. EG got to get something with this.
No Underlord ulti. Even Misery places a observer board just to try to see them so they can catch something. Otherwise, these buybacks are really not worth it. Oh, that's a lot of gold for Bounty.
Yes, it is, and they didn't get anything for it. Let's check out the replay here on the fight. It looked like a fantastic start for them, but as you can see, I mean, Arteezy just gets pinned between the pit, between the shackles. He tries to, bounce back with the Satanic.
The problem is that the Dragonite doesn't have any damage items, and this Gyro is really tanky. Look at him, Satanic, and it also procs the side gunner as well. Also has a Monkey King, which deals with Luna's illusion, so that's
they're
their
going
damage.
in for the rocket. LGD finding their way in. The wards have been committed. Arteezy wants to pop the Eclipse and go for the fight, but he is simply one man, and this one man can't do it alone. He runs back the other way, and LGD live going in for the finish. The hammer has been dropped. The Astral's going to be there. Crit tries to help out, even commits in with the terrorize. And RTZ able to fend off Somnus a bit. Crit could be next. They tag him up with the track. They'll try to hunt the little lady down. Nice Shadow Realm. But how far can she make it away? She tries to hide within the trees. But
what
ultimately,
a hero, man.
They'll have to. Oh, okay. Okay.
So they lost only Shadow Shaman, and the gem is being pinged out, so they're gonna pick up that. They already have one gem, so EG committed to one more gem. That's what I wanted to suggest for Bounty. He had the Lotus Orb queued up, but they need that Spirit Vessel against the Dragonite and Satanic on Luna. This is the best item you can get. So this is all in for EG. Luna wants to get that Divine Rapier. So probably LGD should know about it and try to go for blade mails, for all those bounces. We saw at the first day, I think it was Team Secret, there was so much rapier drops.
Already desperation here for EG, but LGD are not looking to let up. They're pushing towards the bottom lane. They still need 25 seconds before the wards are up, but they don't even feel like it's necessary. They begin to go to work. Here comes reinforcements. EG rotating into action here. This tier 3 under the gun.
They have a Dark Rift ready as well. They can place the wards, 10 seconds. It's daytime. Night Stalker has ulti though.
Yeah, he's trying to chop away here onto the Underlord, but he just barely takes a scratch. They could get in the getaway car. Jumping from Sumail. A grab onto Ame. They hit him with the plated greens. He pops the BKB. He's going to be out in safety. Pops the Satanic and just begins to unload. Chalice will go down, but he has to buy back, and he'll get the finish onto Fear. Here comes LGD. Now into the bottom lane. The ward's in range to be able to get the additional damage onto the racks, and that's the second set down. It looks like the boys in blue are going to be the boys of the bottom bracket yet again here. If LGD get their finish, even going in for the tier 4s here. Somnus wants to pepper them up.
They're just zoning them out. They're going for tier 4s. Nothing EG can do about it. 60 seconds for both Dark Willow and the Dragonite who bought back.
Sumail goes in. He knows he doesn't have a lasso, but he's trying to pull their focus away. And Sumail goes down for a minute. It looks like this could be it. LGD in front of the hometown crowd will earn a 2-0.
Wow, what a game again. A nice way to start the day. I said that LGD looked like the strongest team in the DAC so far, and they just proved it.